AI is only as powerful as the platform it's built into. That's why it's no surprise that more than 85% of the Fortune 500 use the ServiceNow AI platform. While other platforms duct tape tools together, ServiceNow seamlessly unifies people, data, workflows, and AI, connecting every corner of your business. And with AI agents working together autonomously, anyone in any department can focus on the work that matters most. Learn how ServiceNow puts AI to work for people at ServiceNow.com. Hey everyone, welcome to Served. This is it. It's the Draw Show.
Let's go.
JW and I will look like idiots in like 10 days is how it normally works. JW, what's up? How is it down under?
It's lovely down under. So far, it has not been scorching hot. I don't know if you want to incorporate that into what we're going to do for the next hour, but lovely country, lovely city, and it has been lovely climate so far.
You haven't tested the wet bulb temperature yet?
Oh God!
I mean, yeah, I was going to say our intern, right? Our intern wet bulb, bulb intern is.
We have an application out.
I will tell you though, like Australia, as much as any place we played, like the variance, it could be. I played night sessions there. I remember I played this guy Zabaleta one time, like in one of my first years down there. We played a night session. It was like 52 degrees. It was legit cold. And then, you know, the other way is like, you're literally, I say this and I say a lot of stuff that's for effect. It feels like you're playing in a hairdryer sometimes. Like the variance is actually pretty significant. But anyways, what are we, you have.
Well, before that, you wanted to talk about the 1 point slam.
Oh, that was awesome.
Give our friend Jordan Smith some props.
Yeah. Jordan Smith props. But him props, it's literally like winning like 27 coin flips. And what a win. Like easy entertainment, not a big ask of the players. You can put in celebrities and the star power doesn't have to just come from the top players. You get like those vignettes, like they're telling stories like someone that's about to go either sing their ass off or suck on Idol. You know, like there was so many like cool factors about it. Techie Sean, did you like it as a kind of a new-ish last 3 years like tennis hardcore person?
Yeah, I loved it. It's just one of those things that brings more of an energy that's easier to get into if you're new to tennis, I feel like.
Yeah, it was just relatable.
Yeah, very.
Like how do you make Alcaraz in the stadium court relatable?
Yeah.
Oh, you put your chucker friend up there against him to play a point. Like, I mean, I thought it was a win. I thought it was a home run.
If you would have told me that on my bingo card for 2026, it would be Carlos Alcaraz tweeting the name Jordan Smith after the dude won $1 million playing tennis, I wouldn't have believed you.
Yeah, I mean, it was great. And also, I was texting around and kind of just getting the temp check. Also, like, Australia, you're basically getting free marketing for the tournament through this thing for 3 months going in. Not like they need it anymore there because it dominates everything, but it was just great. You know, you see the trade-off with these weeks before. Obviously, the U.S. Open went the route of the mixed doubles, which I was for. You know, creating interest in this week before is a win for the players. It raises their profiles, right? They don't have to do anything, but they're on TV all night and they get to show a nice version of themselves. They're laughing, joking, like it would feel like All-Star Weekend, right? It's not often you look over and you see Zverev cutting it up with, you know, someone who won their club tournament.
Yeah.
Like it's great.
Yeah.
I thought it was a home run. How's it been perceived down there, JW?
12 out of 10. I mean, people are literally like looking at the draws of the 1 point slam. I mean, I think another time there's an interesting conversation about sort of sample size and, hey, you only get one serve and it's sort of the tactics are really interesting. It did not surprise me that a player we'd never heard of won. I do think it's interesting, sort of like your serve Roland Garros, right? I mean, these are 3-week events now. And we talked a lot about the U.S. Open and the mixed double success. This is a much different angle of attack, but the players are here. I mean, the dirty secret too is money's changing hands. The players are making some, they're not showing up for nothing. And it's a big hit. It's a big marketing hit. There are fans on the grounds. There are fans buying T-shirts. It's a win all the way around. And now it's going to be interesting to see what the other two majors are going to do to capitalize on this third week.
Yeah, it's interesting too because the player ask is low and people are mad like, oh, you're paying the players. Like, well, yeah, these are the biggest stars on earth. Like their time is worth something.
They should be paid.
Yeah,
like they're
forbid.
taking, like they want to go sit around a stadium for 4 hours the week before they are going to have to be in that stadium for 4 hours. Like they don't play the Super Bowl for free. It's why you're the best.
I know.
Anyways, I thought it was a 10 out of 10. I don't see why they can't rinse and repeat this idea. Seems more easily repeatable than maybe the mixed. You're not taking up 2 nights. You're taking up 1 night.
This? Well, why is it an either or? I mean, why doesn't the U.S.
Because you're not going to. If you're a top player,
do both.
Because if you're the top player, I actually talked to our friend about this yesterday. It's going to be tough to ask the top players for 3 nights potentially during the week before the U.S. Open. But the way it worked is this does. I don't know that if you would have said, okay, well, it doesn't totally matter the most if it's tennis star power. Does it have to be the top players? If someone has to win 1 point against Johnny Mac, that's great. That's just as entertaining. Right? The choke factor is still there. Like, how often can you have an event where you're watching someone choke their ass off and it's all in good fun? There's not like a tragic element to it.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Like, it's amazing.
Did you think about how would you have played that? I mean, just, whatever. We're here for a draw show. We don't have to go all the way down the rabbit hole. But did you think at all about how you would have strategically played this?
I was talking to Kim about it on a text. Kim Kleisters, watch Love All, yesterday on a text, and I was like, you'd be fine because you can strike the ball. Like, she could strike the ball straight out of a nap. Like, no problem, wake up, go. She'd hit the center of the racket. I'd be going full push Chipper Magoo, just to the middle of the court. I'd be betting on someone else's choke. That's what I'd be doing. I'd be shoving.
You know what I've loved about it, though?
Serve or return?
Ooh.
Depends on who I'm playing.
I mean, everyone here picked, they were all, pretty much everybody chose to return.
I wasn't for how big I served, I didn't double fault hardly at all. Like, I could go big, and getting up cold and hitting a serve, like, I get more nervous trying to make a serve in these exhibitions than I ever thought about playing a match.
Well, when you asked about the server return, I think they played paper, rock, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, which is great. Side note, because we're going to have to get to the draw at some point. When did it become paper, rock, scissors and not rock, paper, scissors?
I'm from Ohio.
Yeah, exactly.
We do. I'm from Ohio.
Rebrand.
Yeah, I feel like we're solving a problem that doesn't exist.
Rock,
maybe
paper,
there.
scissors, paper, rock, scissors.
Speaking of solving problems, speaking of solving problems that don't exist, and our resident hall monitor producer Mike, we have new point totals that I don't know about.
Well, no, you were complaining about it needs to have some type of point system, so then there can be justification.
I prefer the term feedback.
Feedback.
Yeah.
I don't know. Brooke calls it complaining also, but
I don't.
So me, Techie Sean,
sure I haven't
Bracket
sent any
Baron.
vowels to you. I think we're fine.
Me, Techie Sean, Bracket Baron put our great minds together, and we thought of a
great tennis minds.
Yeah, great. No, these are just general sports minds.
Okay. Great sports minds. No, not tennis. We're actually great at all of it.
All right, so you guys can play alongside with us. Go to serve.bracket.tennis or go to our website, servepodcast.com, and find the link, and you can sign up, and you can pick against Andy, John, Kim, and Blair, and we'll also throw some brackets in there from the Serve team. There are rules on the website, so click the rules, take a look at it, but here's what it is for you. All right, so round 1 is worth 10 points per correct pick, round 2, 20, round 3, 30, round 4, 40, quarterfinals 60, semifinals 80, final is worth 100 points. Okay?
Good. So far, so good.
All right, but there's 2 bonus scoring opportunities. Okay,
here it comes. We got to keep people engaged online till the end.
Yeah.
Let's keep the Hail Mary in play.
First,
is that what's coming?
Yeah, sure. Something.
Yeah.
First is the unseeded upset bonus. If you correctly pick an unseeded player to beat a seeded player, that match is worth double points. For example, in round 2, a correct pick is normally worth 20 points, but if you pick an unseeded player to beat a seeded player in round 2, that pick will be worth 40 points instead.
Okay, so what am I doing here? Am I trying to gamble on points, or am I trying to pick everyone correctly?
That's up to you to decide. I don't care what you do.
Don't you think pick correctly, and we'll work on the assumption the scoring system is now going to reward
we studied
accuracy.
plenty of brackets for hours and hours and hours, and we came right. It was many hours.
Didn't
many hours. It was wonderful.
You said, how do we keep
so
people
great.
engaged until the end and make sure everyone has a chance?
Second other bonus point
DraftKings
opportunity.
for
I see Techie Shaw cutting up because he knows that's what I'm
no.
doing.
Second is the seed gap bonus. All right. So the seed gap bonus, and this plays really well into the quarterfinals, semifinals, finals, because really I think in the US Open there was only one unseeded player. So then it was a seed gap bonus. If you correctly pick a lower seed to beat a higher seed, you get a bonus equal to the difference of their seeds. So if the 20 seed beats the 10 seed, you'd get a 10-point bonus on top of that. So
All right, this is fun.
like if a number 7 seed beats the number 3 seed, it's not much. It's 4 points, but that might make the difference when you come down to it, because a lot of those points totals were really close.
All right. So
there you go. That's it.
net, way better that it's weighted. We can't have like we had a U.S. Open final the same as a first round. That was dumb. That was one of my complaints / feedback. The seed thing. Yeah, okay, whatever. I mean, it's fun. I get it.
Yeah, and maybe we'll just go with that in the future. I don't know.
I don't know. We're crazy.
I don't know.
Let's run it past the serve board. What do you think?
Oh, approved.
Okay, good.
Unanimous.
All right, what are we doing? Women's or men's draw first?
What do you think, JW? Women's?
What do you?
Ladies first?
Yeah. Can I just? Wait, I mean, I hope Craig Tiley comes to the USTA. It would be like John Harbaugh to the Giants after a lengthy tenure. If we could get him to do a one-page PDF of these draws, that would be awesome, because we are really struggling to get all these in one. I'm going on a website now.
A website?
Let's start with women.
I'll tell you, two of my
Where are your draws? There's no PDF.
One, I'm going to preface this with JW is one of the smartest people I know, and two, one of my favorite things to see through this like Zoom camera when is trying to sign on to his computer and then trying to look at something on his computer. My two favorite things. Shit. Find
me a. This is what we're up against here when there's no printable PDF. Hey, wait. Okay, can I say something real quick? I came across a name, just real 30-second riff. This totally random. Philip Tetlock, who is not in the draw. Who is Philip Tetlock? He is a social psychologist. I just came across this, who has a theory that the more expertise you have at something, the worse you are at predicting. You get lost in your own head. I throw this out to say that these shows are fun. We're trying to prognosticate. We're trying to preview. It's great. If Andy's pick loses in the first round, that does not mean he's a moron and should surrender the podcast reins. Let's have fun with this.
Not for that reason, anyways.
Everything we say.
Plenty of other reasons.
Everything we do, missing picks gets us in more trouble and gets more bile online. How in the world could you have picked Sebastian Korda? You should quit your job right now. Let's just, everyone have fun. Everyone keep this in perspective. Philip Tetlock.
Or put up your own money against me. I'll take heads up bets.
I'm just glad you said that, John, because every time they write that, I'm like, God, should I quit? Should I quit?
With what?
Anytime anybody's like, Mike, you suck, quit your job. I'm like, oh, man.
Right. I had Coco winning and she didn't win.
This is amazing how, because there's some things
do
that I just completely miss from being offline, and
like
someone will go down and I'll know that it's out there somewhere in the ether. Someone's going full keyboard warrior on something, but I don't see it.
You don't see it.
Yeah, save your shit. You're wasting breath. So we're just gonna suck, and you can't even write to me. Here we go. All right, women first.
Let's go.
All right, top quarter. I mean, it's going to be tough to go against Sabalenka. I'll just say that. I like Saba, Pavlyuchenkova, Potapova, Raducanu. I like Saba, Potapova, third round, Saba to the fourth round. I like Mboko. I like the Japanese qualifier, Sakatsumi, I hope. Otherwise, write to John on Twitter. Mboko, Towson, Sabalenka, Mboko. I like Saba getting through that quarter. JW?
Similar. I don't know why you picked against Mike Hayden's. It's Cincinnati's own Katie McNally.
Oh, I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
What's that?
No problem.
What do you got?
When a qualifier, generally, you're going to see this over and over on my picks, right? If it's like even if someone's ranked higher, 70, 80, 90 in the world, I'm not sure where McNally is right at this moment. I value someone going through the qualifying tournament so much. Getting on site, getting in the conditions, winning 3 matches. And if they're, again, I mean, men, women, 150 in the world can play their asses off. So generally I'm not playing favorites. I think Katie McNally's awesome. I just value a qualifier and a pick a match. I give like a 10% edge to someone who's already been on site playing matches for a week.
Good answer. I have virtually the exact same picks. I'll take Katie McNally. You know what? I'll take Kudermetova too. Going against your qualifier theory, though I like it. And yeah, I think I have Sabalenka beating, I think, Towson over Mboko.
You have Towson over Mboko. Okay. Mboko, I thought she looked great against Maddie Keys. I think she's going to be top 10 before we look twice. She's great big match player, saved a match point last week against Kalinskaya and beats Maddie the next day. Doesn't seem like she's battling health anymore like she was after her big win in Canada. And also, I just find it really hard to pick against Sabalenka against anyone right now. So we'll go to the second quarter. I have Alexandrova through to the third round. I have Kostyuk in the third round. I'm taking Kostyuk to the fourth round. I'm taking Kostyuk to the quarterfinals over Paolini in the fourth round. Actually, sorry. I'm going to take her over. Sorry, timeout. Kostyuk in the quarters. I'm taking Jovic to the fourth round. I think she is a badass. She's not like the tallest person ever, but I think she is a star of the future. Iva Jovic. I have fresh second round, Paolini, Jovic. I'm actually going to panic and switch it right now. I'm taking Jovic to the quarters.
Whoa.
Yeah, that happened. Here we are.
Let's look at this.
We get bonus points.
Bonus points, baby.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. I'm seriously. There's too much math. Elizabeth Manlik, who got the wild card, Hannah Manlikova's daughter, is that's cool. Interesting factor. Kostyuk looked great last week. Yeah, I have Kostyuk to the fourth round.
Against Paolini.
I know, very different from you against Paolini. I'll take. Yeah, I have Sabalenka to beat Paolini.
Okay.
Other matches.
I just did.
Yeah, Jovic is great.
And
if the tallest person in the world did play tennis, I would like to see that. But you're right. She's not the tallest person in the world.
Jovic is really good. And she has this kind of like quiet intensity. She's not intense for the sake of wanting to show people that she's intense. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
For 18 years old, I've been watching her the last couple of weeks. She's really good. She's gonna be a top 10 player. Like she will be. She's
and
really
is
good.
Defending nothing for the next. She's seeded now. Look at what she's defending for the next 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, it's like the school of Mboko.
Oh wow!
But Mboko won a bunch of minor league events. But Jovic is legit good. I have Saba going through
semis.
Yeah. I assume John does too. Otherwise,
I do.
He probably would have said something. Coco, I'd love to choose Venus. I'm not going to. Danilovic, that like weird lefty kick serve is not something you see in practice that often. It's such an outlier. If you haven't played a ton of tennis, I would love nothing more to be wrong and see a Coco Venus second round.
You and ESPN.
You think?
Right.
That'd be unbelievable. I just don't see it. Danilovic is awkward. Like, she played strange. I mean, I don't think Coco has like the easiest draw.
When you say awkward, you just mean it's a lot of it's unconventional.
Really
the lefty's unconventional.
The arc of her second serve is probably more like a guy's serve, where it has that like kind of up and then down, like an actual like kick serve, as opposed to running it in slider on the body. She actually has a really good record against like a Danielle Collins. I know because she can get it out of the zone. I don't know if it'll bother Coco as much, because Coco's not scared to like let the pace die out, let the kick die out, and go way back on return. But she's an awkward matchup because she hits like this loopy forehand and this kind of big loopy sweeping lefty serve. So just a tough matchup. I have Vondrousova through to the third round. And then I have Coco through to the fourth round. Coco's got a rough draw though. Danilovic is kind of strange to play. Vondrousova is strange to play. If you've listened to our
Buzis Monero beat her.
Yes,
and the third set was love.
Yeah,
so there's someone in her pocket of the draw who served her a bagel in the last 10 days. And
then she turned it into Coco after that match.
Exactly.
At the United
typical,
Cup,
right?
We said last week during the Holger show, JW, that like the whole point of going United Cup is basically to have that insurance policy of a bad match and you still get 3 or 4 matches. Like that, what Coco did there is exactly why you play that tournament, right? Average, terrible first round, and then you actually play well, beat Iga. Like you find your form during that week in match conditions. If you've listened to this show before, you know that I just can't quit Muchova. I have Muchova, Yala. I have, all right, here we go. Let's go to you. You ready for your upset special? You ready for bonus points? High porn? Yeah.
Magnum.
I have Ann Lee. I have Magda Linette beating Emma Navarro first round. I have Linette going to the third round. I have Muchova going to the fourth round. And I have Coco getting through.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Right.
Boom. I hope I'm wrong.
So you have Emma losing first
Emma
round.
Navarro
I do.
with Emma Navarro with new attire to watch for. I think Emma Navarro is such a good competitor. Obviously, bit of a sophomore slump year, but I had Navarro getting through. Yeah, I had.
I'm not mad at you. Honestly, this is a new rule pick. This is a seed. I don't see her playing well enough to get through to like the fourth round quarters. Let's take a shot.
Take the flyer.
Let's take a flyer.
Take a shot.
Fuck it. We're already here, Mike.
Beating Navarro. Take it.
Okay, so you have who do you have playing Coco in the fourth round, JW?
Muchova.
Okay, and then Coco through.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go down to the next quarter. I have Svitolina through to the fourth round over Schneider in the third round.
I have. I'll take one of those upset picks for a non-seed.
Yeah, I know who you're going to go with. I know it.
D. Schneider. Schneider's a little up and down, and Svitolina's looked great to start the year.
Won the title in Auckland.
Won the title in Auckland. I'll have. I'll make that one of my unseeded.
Yeah.
To beat seed upsets.
I think I would have done that. Schneider just beat Navarro and is still hanging around in Adelaide, playing pretty well. I think it's Adelaide, one of the 2 events I was watching today. So she's kind of one where when she gets it going a little bit, but I like Svitolina. And this one I don't have finished yet, and I don't know how to. Gosh, this one's rough. This next little section, Yastremska, I go qualifier over Isla, which I don't want to do. I hope Isla has a great tournament in her home country. Hope I'm wrong. We'll see. I have qualifier. I don't even know how to say the name. Staro Dubetsva.
Oh, former college player.
Very cool.
From Ukraine, no less. You have her beating Tomjanovic?
I do.
All right.
I have her going to the third round. I have Sakari winning her first match. And then as far as rough draws go, Andreeva Vekic to play Sakari.
Ooh.
I'm not going to
potential.
I'm going to go Andreeva to the fourth round, but I'm going to take Svitolina to the quarter just because I think Andreeva's more likely to stumble along the way. What about you, JW?
That's exactly what I had. All right. I thought I could pick up some points on you there. I had the exact same thing.
All right, so you have Andreeva over Sakari. I thought someone was going to take that one. Sakari's looked really good early this season. She's playing much better.
30 years old now.
As stressed on the court. Is that okay to say? All right, next one. I have Jess Pegula in her quarter going through to the fourth round. I have McCartney Kessler second round. Jess Pegula over her. I have Badosa going through the third round. She's in a nice little section there. The bottom, Leylah Fernandez. I'm going Sloane Stevens to the third round.
Right.
Look at that first round match.
I know.
Sloane Stevens against former number one.
I know, this is crazy. This
Sloane qualified. That's your qualifying theory.
That's what I like. That's what I like.
Sloane
it's like
needs some matches.
Winning some matches, upset special, Mike's new rules.
It's the committee's rules.
Committee of one. Sloane through to the third round. I have Maddie Keys to the fourth round. I think Jess takes Maddie out in the fourth round. I think it's been a long year. I think there's a lot of expectations going in. Maddie played fine in Adelaide, lost to Mboko, but doesn't have that run that she had last year as far as that form going in. Who do you have through in that section, the Jess Pegula, Maddie Keys section, JW?
I think McCartney Kessler has a real chance of beating Pegula, but I couldn't quite pull the trigger. I have Ella Seidel was a name. Keeping this Ella Seidel, we saw her in Cincinnati. She's a really talented young player. Badosa's had some nice results here. We don't know 100% about her health. I keep an eye on Sloane. I mean, she's playing Pliskova, the former #1 player, so that's not good for her for qualifying. But then the draw did her no favors. On the other hand, neither of these two players are at their peak. I'm Maddie's a big question mark. I think she won one match post Cincinnati. Is that right? She's not in the form she was last year. She's still the defending champion, though. I'll take Maddie to get through
to the quarters.
Yeah.
Ooh. Go on those bonus points. Was it 3-pointer Keys over Pegula?
A little bit.
No, I'm thinking in terms of bonuses. Exactly.
I know one thing I want to do is I definitely want to do more math. when I'm looking up
my
the picks.
understanding there would be no math. All right.
That's what I said in high school when I turned pro. All right, next section, I'll save you the drama. I have Anna Samova through to the quarters. I have Anna Samova through to the semis. I have Noskova going through to the fourth round. Ostapenko always can blow up a section. I have Sophia Kenin, former champion in Australia, which I don't think gets mentioned nearly enough, going through to the third round. JW,
whoa,
are you Anna Samova or are you someone else through this section?
I'm Anna Samova. Ostapenko has lost, I believe, 6 straight matches as we speak.
Which means that she's due to make a run and beat Świątek.
I was going to say, either that is a pick, either that's a gimme seed, unseed, or she's going to week 2. I think Peyton Stearns beats Kenin. That's another unseeded seed. I think Anna Samova is looking like she could make her third straight. I'm not prepared to do it, but yeah, Anna Samova would be my pick in that pocket.
Next section, oof. If I can't quit Muhova, I can't quit Rybakina either. We all know this. Mm-hmm. We know this. It didn't help. The US Open, I got to be honest, it wasn't great. I have Rybakina through. The rough one for me was, I assume you have Rybakina Bencic in the fourth round, JW?
Exactly.
And who do you have winning that?
Spoiler, let's say Rybakina.
I have Rybakina.
Putting all my Rybakina chips on the table. Bencic has been terrific. I mean, Bencic is also she's almost won $1 million already this year. That United Cup, apart from being good match play and guaranteed matches, also is remunerative. Bencic is now a top 10 player. We talked about where she was at this time last year.
Just 1 second, Jerry. Sorry to interrupt. What does remunerative mean, Mike? Can you Google that? Can you Google?
Oh, stop. They pay a lot of money. Forget it. Sorry. Edit that out.
Financially rewarding, lucrative.
They pay a lot of reward.
That's what I thought rewarding. It was. Context clues were giving it away.
$1 million. All right. Keep going. Sorry.
All right, so we have Rybakina through to the quarters. I have Mertens through to the third round against Bencic. Any upset specials there? I have Maya Joint through to the third round. I'm going my Ferdovra, Linda. I know there are some sisters. I butchered that name, but here we are. Qualifier. I went qualifier special over Lulu soon. And then I have Joint to the third round. Anything different there, JW?
No. Maya Joint, the highest Australian woman, and is now seeded, teenager. Good for her. No, I have exactly the same thing you do.
It is weird to see Kasatkina not seeded. That's
and Australian.
And Australian, I'm happy about that. The not seeded part, I don't know that she'd be thrilled about, but I don't see her having enough ammo. I think in most cases over the last 5 years, that would have been an upset special. I just think Bencic is in really, really, really good form. Osaka, have we seen enough? Are we going to put her through to the fourth round, JW?
Yeah, fourth round, and then not. Do you know the last tournament she won, if we're not counting a 125, the last tournament she won is this one? Whenever that was, 5 years ago?
She has some crazy
wacky
stats.
Career.
Yeah. Crazy. I have
Kalinskaya
through the third round.
Though.
Go ahead.
Do you like Eva Lise to beat Osaka?
I don't. No, I have Osaka through to the fourth round. You do?
Yeah, I threw a wild card on that one.
Ooh. I have Osaka, Iga. I have Iga, Rabakina. I'm going to do it again.
Wait, real quick before we go through this, I'm just looking through your bracket because I've been picking. Who do you have playing Anisimova in the round of 16?
Noskova. Yeah. Yeskova.
Are we worried about Iga's physical and therefore mental state?
Yeah, I mean, she hasn't looked great at it. I mean, she looked better to start last year. I mean, I don't. What's she battling? What are you hearing down there, JW?
That she's I don't remember what the injury is. She's a little dinged up. She's cut practices short, and she's not in great spirits.
Yeah, I have Rabakina. I have Rabakina through to the semifinals there. So let's do a reset and let's get to the quarterfinals. Mike, who do we have in the quarters?
You have Sabalenka, Djokovic, Gauff, Svitolina, Pegula, Anisimova, Rabakina, Iga.
Pegula, what?
Anisimova,
Rabakina.
And then semis you have who between Gauff and Svitolina? Who do you got facing Sabalenka?
I have Gauff. I have Sabalenka in the final. I have. Gosh, I'm having a hard time with this Anisimova Rabakina one. JW, you want to take first crack at that one?
I have Rabakina to win the tournament.
All right, well that settles it. I'll go Anisimova in the final. And I'm gonna take a flyer here and take Sabalenka to win the Australian Open.
No way.
Yeah, crazy.
No way.
Yeah.
She's on a one-match losing streak here, I'll have you know.
Yes. Yeah.
John, who do you have Rabakina playing in the final?
Sabalenka. Have we given Sabalenka enough credit, by the way? I'm just doing the math in my head. I mean, she's won 20 of her last 21 matches here. The one she lost was this classic to Maddie, and now she's the number one seed. I mean, she's going for 3 and 4 years, and in the 4th year, she made the final.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have. I think we've actually made a point to take time in episodes when we are talking about her to actually celebrate her success and not just kind of roll through it, not take it for granted. I think she wins it again, and you think Rabakina.
Playing a hot hand after Riyadh, and I think she creates a lot of matchup problems. And I also, I don't know. I mean, the weather app on your phone is hardly a red check, but it does not look like we are in for, hallucinating and seeing Snoopy on the court, as happened maybe 10 years ago. I mean, I don't think players' shoes are going to be sticking to the court, and I think that will help Rabakina as well.
Well, that's too bad. We won't get to hear producer Mike say wet bulb every 12 seconds. Are we going to break or are we going straight there?
Let's take a little break before we get into the men's.
Let's do it. AI is only as powerful as the platform it's built on. With the ServiceNow AI platform, your AI, data, and workflows all work together, connecting every corner of your business. To see how you can put AI to work for people, visit servicenow.com/AI-agents. All right, welcome back to Served. It's the draw show for the 2026 Aussie Open, and it's like watching a car crash.
It's not that bad.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Some of them have been bad.
Some of them have been horrible.
Some of them have been really bad.
Yeah, and that's why we have a new scoring system.
Doesn't change my bad picks.
But it might make it a little less bad.
Great. All right, let's get into the top section, the old numero uno, Chucky Alcaraz. I have obviously him going through to the quarterfinals. I have American Zvida winning his first round. I have Seb Korda winning his first round. I have Moutet winning his first round. I have the Chuckster beating Moutet, depending on if you're in Paris or Ohio. Chuckster, I have beating Tommy Paul in the 4th round, JW.
Look, quick word about Alcaraz, which is no matter what he does, it will be seen through the prism of his coaching shakeup. I I think we need some more data. I mean, first of all, do you remember when Juan Carlos Ferrero missed this event? I think it was 2 years ago when he had knee surgery. So it's not even the first time he's been in Australia without a coach. It's interesting. It's a story. We're all following it, but I would encourage people to let this play out before we decide that either Juan Carlos Ferrero was expendable or this was a catastrophic career move. I'm not sure one tournament is going to tell us what we need here.
Yeah, and also it's not there's no guarantee that even if it works, and listen, Carlos is going to win more slams, right? He's going to end up winning more slams. That doesn't change the job that Ferrero did from when he was 15 on, right? Like, I could jump on Carlos's bag, and do I get credit if he wins the French Open? I haven't done shit. Like, he's still Carlos. Like, Ferrero did the hard yards. He did all the hard work. I mean, just level set real quick. And also, like, if you're Alcaraz, like, you know that it's going to be dissected. You know that there's this added kind of shadow layer of pressure where you don't want to lose, because then you know what that narrative is going to be, fairly or unfairly, probably fairly. But does that change the fact that I think he's going to go to the semis at least, and we'll leave that? No. He's a generational talent. Like, he's one of the most talented guys I've ever seen with a racket. He's a wizard. Fastest guy alive.
And yeah.
What else?
Tallest man alive. Let us note no tune-up events for either of the top two players, though they've had exhibitions and hit-arounds. Zach Svajda, just for a player to cheer for and someone who's been through a lot recently. Nice to see him qualify, and if he can play, Carlos Alcaraz in the second round of a major, that would be a career moment for him. I've cooled on Sebastian Korda, but I do think he will make it to the third round. I think he can just simply overpower Mute Mutet, who plays an Aussie in the first round. Tommy Paul, I saw yesterday, played, it was on TV on the treadmill in full disclosure.
Vukic,
so
he beat Opelka, and then
he looks
Vukic.
good.
Yep.
Yeah. Tommy Paul looks like he's back to playing Tommy Paul tennis, which is nice to see. And Davidovich Fokina, who we've talked about him before, has not won a tournament, but is in the top 15. I think Tommy Paul gets through him, and if Tommy Paul can stay healthy, I have Tommy Paul Alcaraz. So you have the same?
I have Tommy Paul and Alcaraz. Yep. I have Opelka through. He's my exception to the qualifier rule. Potential rematch, the match you just talked about, Tommy Paul and Vukic, second round. If you want, if you are down under and you want to see some drama and someone just talking insane amounts of shit, go watch Mutet play the local Aussie School Kate in the first round, because the Aussies will be all over Mutet, and he will not have it in his body to ignore them. Oh. And he will be blowing kisses, giving people the finger. So if you just want, we've seen some matches, but we'd like to see just like WWE, go to that match and weigh in however you want. It will get a reaction.
Sean will be tuning in.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Underarm serves. Remember the tweener drop shot?
He'll get a warning for saying something to a crowd. Aussie. Exactly. He'll do. It's not often subtle with Mutet. I'll tell you that. But a really, really good player, seeded top 32. It's kind of had this nice run a little bit later on in his career, which is props for that. I have Davidovich Fokina third round, TP in the fourth round. I have Alcaraz in the quarters. Then we go down below. I know a lot of people are going upset special here. I am not. I take Bublik over Brooksby.
Oh, man.
Come on.
JW, what are you doing?
Do you remember? I'm going upset. So Bublik gets to the quarters of Roland Garros.
Don't just like bury the lead there. Come on.
I'm
Say it with your chest.
I'm giving you some historical background here.
Halle, and then Bublik, he lost first round.
Quarters of grass. He goes in quarters of clay, quarters of Roland Garros, goes to grass, beats Sinner on grass. And this is everybody's hot pick to win Wimbledon. And he loses in round one.
No one picked him to win Wimbledon. No one picked him to win Wimbledon.
Go back and look at contender list of Wimbledon.
Name and shame.
I don't know. Jackie Shawn. He was a
no one took him to win Wimbledon.
Contender. He was a hot pick at Wimbledon.
He was a hot pick. That's different.
I think Brooksby frustrates him and gets in his head and slow balls him. And I think Bublik gets all sorts of credit. I mean, anyone with his, not just his sort of his results, but his whole mode of being, who enters the top 10 is something we ought to, we always talk about consistency, right? Oh, he's consistent from the baseline. His results are consistent. This is the opposite, and it's great fun to watch. But now Bublik's going to win 3-3-3, and we're all going to look silly. I think Jenson Brooksby's got a real chance of blowing up this little pocket of the draw here.
I just think if Bublik plays someone where he's getting enough looks at returns, he's gonna have a game where he rips 2 winners, hits a drop shot, and also the confuse and conquer method for Brooksby. Bublik does that too, right? It's not as if Brooksby's immune to that style of play just because he uses it.
Two very different approaches to creating chaos.
Yeah.
Didn't Holger talk about playing Bublik? He's like, if you play like him, it kind of confuses him a little bit.
So we'll see how that one goes. Anyway, that's going to be a popcorn though. 2 very awkward players. They're both guys that when that draw comes out, you go look around for specific types of players to practice against, and there's few and far between.
Oh, that's cool.
Right? You would go source that type of player, and there aren't many of them. You would have 2 guys. Imagine this is what happens. This is good context. I imagine my mind goes back to Stefanki or BG. You draw someone, and they're looking for one of 4 lefties in the draw, running around calling someone because you want to get that practice matchup. It's draw comes out, and you would just see BG or Larry just run out the door and start trying to organize the next 3 days of practice for your first round. So little inside baseball there. I have Fucsovics second round. I have Bublik. I have Bublik through to the 4th round. How far are you taking Brooksby there, JW?
To the 3rd to lose to Caboli.
Okay. So you have Caboli in the 4th round. I was looking at this matchup, Kecmanovic and Echeverry, and it was that would have been really intriguing 3 years ago. And they've each kind of faded a little bit to where I think 3 years ago, the narrative would have been, wow, who's going to win this one? It's a great matchup. But now it's well, who's going to win this one? They've kind of both maybe faded a little bit, but still dangerous customers. I have Bublik 4th round. Down below.
But you didn't say who you think's going to win that match. You just said.
Which one?
The one you just said.
Bublik and Demon?
No. Echeverry and...
Oh, sorry. I took Kecmanovic.
Okay.
I took Kecmanovic. Excuse me. You're right. I have Tiafoe into the 3rd round. Over Kubler, I have Comasana over the American Patrick Kipson, who won the wild card through the exchange. Tiafoe, and I have Demon. Demon, tough one. Berrettini, if he catches a heater on serve, it's a tough matchup for Demon. It's a really tough matchup for Berrettini. Right? So the inverse is, I'm just not going to, wouldn't surprise me. Shot out of a cannon, Berrettini takes the first set or something. But at home in Australia, I think Demon. I have Demon through to the quarterfinals. Who do you have in that quarter?
Yeah, Demon with a new physical coach for Demon, trying to put on some muscle. Aussies in Australia is a different proposition. You know what my pet theory on this is? It's great for the Jason Kublers. And they're playing in front of their home fan, and they've got 100 friends in the crowd. When you're at the level of Demon, it's a complication. But I do think he gets through, and I think he beats Francis.
He did get to the quarters last year. He has made runs there, so I think that matters. I think where it gets tricky is if you're someone like Demon and you haven't gotten past the 2nd round, the 3rd round of your home slam, and then you squeeze a little tight. I think he's been so established for so long. I fully agree with what the point you just made. And I also think Demon's kind of seen it enough now. But obviously listen, Alcaraz with, my cat as his coach, I would still take through to the semis, right? Because he's just that good.
Your cat's serving volley cat, right?
My cat, I think
changes tactics up a little bit.
I think on this show, my cat has coached Federer.
Yeah.
I think my cat has coached Sabalenka.
Yeah.
I think not Sabalenka. My cat has coached Serena.
Yeah, definitely coached Serena.
To a bunch of slams.
Yeah.
And now my cat is coaching Alcaraz.
I mean,
there's your clip.
Can you imagine the energy though, Alcaraz Demon?
Yeah,
in the quarters, it's gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, you just try to. That's one of those weird ones though. It's like when I would play Roger here, and I'd be pissed that more people were cheering for Roger.
Yeah.
Carlos kind of almost transcends nationality with the emotion he's able to create in fans. That's awesome. The energy would be fantastic. I still feel like 40% of the crowd would want to see Alcaraz do his thing.
So you were like here in the United States and having the same issue Coco was talking about in Australia?
So Coco's thing in Australia got completely taken out of context. So Australia is like, you go to the grounds and you have the Serbians and the Croatians and you have like these factions of fans, right? That, live there, from other places. We just don't have that. Right. So United Cup, you're not going to get 1,000 Americans to go out. And that's what she was saying. She wasn't saying anything about the macro version of U.S. fandom for her. She was saying in this one event, in this 3-day stretch, Poland gets more support. Chill. Everyone calm down.
That drives me, save it for another time. That drives me crazy because it's so dumb. And if you listen to her in context, it made sense. And this has the impact of chilling what players say. You're creating bland players.
Correct.
When everything they say gets blown up and turned into a controversy when there's nothing controversial.
And by the way,
let's move on.
She's absolutely, like she is most times, she says anything. 100% correct. Like you go down there and it's not as if you're playing an event and you get now different places, but no, Australia, you get more from other places and they're more interested in their tennis players because they don't get 1 million events every year.
Exactly. And also, I mean, this is a country of there are not a ton of U.S. expats who are here waving flags. I mean, this is a country of immigrant. Let's move on.
Coco's right. Everyone else who had emotions about it is wrong. All right. Top of the next quarter. I have Zverev through to the 4th round. I have Norrie in the 3rd round, and that's just going to be a battle. That Norrie-Zverev match. Zverev he's kind of gotten to the point in. Do you have something? You have an O? What was?
No, I thought I heard the faint bell of the upset alarm with hard serving Canadian Gabe Diallo. I don't think he wins. I picked Zverev, but I think that's a tough match for Zverev.
Diallo has not played well at the beginning of this year. He lost to he of doubles fame Vavasori last week, 1st round. So. Yes, normally I don't think he has found any form. And also Zverev, think about what Diallo does really well. He's super tall. He's got a big kick. Kick doesn't work as well when someone is 6'7", right? That's going to go right into Zverev's pocket just on a matchup and based on a recency bias. I like Zverev there. But Diallo is definitely a future star. Zverev has now got to the point where he can play average. He hasn't played well out of the gates this year. And he just knows how to kind of pace himself through a slam. And if you ignore him, then all of a sudden he's in the semis, right? That's kind of what he does now. I have him to the quarters. Second part of that little section, I have Cerundolo. I wanted to go upset special there with double Z. Zhang, couldn't do it. Zoomer beats my quality rule because my one exception to the quality rule, right? When someone qualifier comes in, they're playing someone who's, bottom half ranked in the draw is when it's someone like Zoomer who's a physical animal and is going to make that person go through pain for 4 hours, right? So when you see Liam Draxel from Canada, I don't think he's played a ton of slams, playing all of a sudden 3 out of 5 sets and gets someone who literally just wants to drag you out and be there all day long. Tougher ask. I have Cerundolo in the 3rd round. I have Rublev through. I have Faria, Rublev over Cerundolo, Rublev to play Zverev, Zverev through to the quarters. Do you have anyone besides Zverev in the quarters, JW?
I do not, but I think this is a little trickier than, Bonsai is the guy who beat Medvedev in 2 majors running. So Medvedev is happy not to see him as his 1st round opponent. I think Bonsai Norrie could be tricky. I like Cerundolo a lot. Cazot, a heavily tatted Frenchman who I think was wasn't he a week 2 player here last year or 2 years ago? This is kind of nothing crazy about this section, but I think there's this could be wild. There could be a lot of points for the sake of our game here. There could be a lot of points in the balance here. I guess I'm taking Zverev to get through, but this is
so thrilled about
it. I'm just warming up for my big pick, but
I think your big pick is going to be the same as my big pick.
Oh,
Rublev, one of 2 players in the main draw coached by a former Australian Open singles winner.
Oh, I know the
Safin
other one.
in Rublev's case.
I know the other one. Thomas Johansson just picked someone up.
Ah, very good. Very good.
That's right.
Beating Safin, right? Didn't he beat Safin?
He beat Safin. You remember Safin's player box from that year?
Yeah.
Is that the famous? Dude, the amount of comments we got this week and in the past couple weeks about asking Safin to come on the show for an interview.
Safin
We have to do it.
Safin's a vibe. I hope he'd come on. Safin and I did not get along early in our careers, and now we're great. Like when I see it, we're totally fine. Like now we're great. For another time,
We should do that one in person.
we hung out and caught a buzz before his induction speech at the Hall of Fame one year, and it was awesome.
It was awesome.
We were in a parking lot below a hotel just shooting the shit, and I loved it. He's great. Yeah, I would love to have Murat Safin on. Endlessly entertaining. If only he was good looking.
Not cool at all.
No, if only he had some swag.
Sarcasm.
All right. Thank you for implying
I
the
just
sarcasm.
wanted to make sure
Yeah,
that
thank
the
you.
internet didn't take it out of
Yeah,
control.
fuck it. The internet will do what it does. Safin said some weird shit too. We're fine.
yeah, we're all good.
All right. I have Medi through to the quarters. I'm just gonna throw that out there now. Medi over De Jong. I have Hallis over Tabilo. Tabilo is struggling a little bit. Fairly. I have Morosian over Rinderknecht first round, and I have Morosian through to the third round. Boom.
Okay. Interesting picks.
So you don't have that, JW?
I have Rinderknecht playing up to his seeding, losing to Medvedev. I have
Beat Medvedev in Shanghai.
This
in
is
the
like
semis.
that's true. This is like UCLA USC. I didn't somehow I missed this match. Lerner against oh, we're not there yet. All right, keep it. No, I have Medvedev through.
Yeah, you can start there though.
We can talk about Lerner.
Are you going Lerner?
I'm going Lerner. God, that guy, all he does is win. I mean, the numbers he puts up. I wonder, Michael Chang, I suspect, will be here with him. That's an interesting first round match against a player I'm sure he's practiced with before.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready?
What do you got?
Boom.
That's
boom,
your upset?
Boom. Tch.
Marcos Giron. What do you got?
Giron, semis in Hong Kong. Giron, still alive in Auckland. Giron, give me those bonus points. Giron through to the third round.
Wow.
Boom. Have you seen that guy's quads?
Whoa.
5 sets ain't going to matter to him.
That's a quad squad.
Yeah,
it's
quad squad. Totally. Guys, quads. I mean, there's no way he can buy off the rack shorts.
He's 1-0 over
There's
Lerner.
no chance.
He's 1-0 over Lerner.
I'm just telling you.
He beat him in Madrid.
Listen. I hate making this call. It's just fun. I obviously just want an excuse to reference Giron's quads.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the only reason, and the bonus points that you're now just handing out like Mentos. Like Pez dispenser.
If they handed out bonus points for
Stimulus
qualifiers
checks.
winning their first round match,
you'd
you'd either be like winning this event or disqualified by round 2.
We actually discussed that, but
yeah,
the committee.
You like
obviously
Elias, nice to see Elias Emer.
Yeah, obviously I have Emer because he's a qualifier.
That's one of these also vote for the stories, right? I mean, it's nice to see him back and winning 3 matches.
Yeah, let's see if the crowd can get Jordan Thompson through that first round. FAA through to Giron. I have FAA through to the round of 16. I have Medi through to the quarters. I have Medi in the semifinals.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow.
I bet you do too after the well. I guarantee you do.
Oh,
Say
man.
you don't.
I'm gonna see you and raise you, but we can save that for later. I have Medi in the finals.
What
You just
the
said save it for later, and then you just say it?
Save it for later. By that I mean I'm going to say it.
I have a stunning announcement to make in about 90 seconds.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I feel like it's not going to hit as hard later now.
That was a spoiler alert.
Yeah,
Thanks for the tease, John.
he just couldn't help himself.
Yeah. Can't wait to tease that out in the break.
Shall we proceed?
We shall. Yeah, great. I can't wait to talk about Medi in the final. I have Musetti through to the third round. All right, sound the horn. Sound the horn.
Yeah.
We need a horn.
Brutal draw for this guy. He's playing well early. Likes a short also. Not quite Giron school, but close. I have Mahach in the 4th round.
Oh, you have Mahac to beat Dimitrov?
I do. I have him to beat Dimitrov. I have him to beat Tsitsipas, and I have him to beat Musetti.
Wow.
What are you going to do?
That's a run.
Give me all of the bonus points. You have changed the dynamic, and I got to be honest, I'm having way more fun. I was down on it.
Yeah, I was going to say, right.
I'm having a great time with these irresponsible picks now.
And we get to read.
Yeah, I was going to say, but before we've hit the first ball, it's been a lot of fun. God, this is a weird pocket, though. Musetti is the 5th player in the world, and I think he's won. Someone check this. I think he's won 2 tournaments for his career, and they weren't even recent. I mean, the amount of damage he has done with a pretty thin resume at least in terms of titles. Sonego, I think, has a real shot against his countrymen. You don't like Grigor to get nice to see him back.
I mean,
Mahac is not exactly Mr. Durability.
You're making that argument for. Yeah. I love Grigor.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He's right.
Yeah,
right.
I don't know. I know Mahac has been winning matches the last couple of weeks. That plays as much as I like qualifiers. I like people, especially going into an event where we're the only sport in the world that starts the entire season with a Grand Slam. Imagine like the second week of the NBA season being the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Like it's absurd.
Great.
So I have to give I got to put some stock in this, and he has weapons too. He can swing it.
Yeah. How do we feel about former finalist, the 31st seed, struggling, not yet 30 years old, player that I have sentimental value for? You think Tsitsipas you think that train's left the station, or you think he still can do some damage here?
I hope it hasn't left the station. I think it's a longer road back to where he's used to being. Right? I think, I don't want to say this, trying the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. I don't know that works at this point in his career. Like, something has to change. Like the data is telling you that something's got to give, something has to change. Right? And sometimes sometimes a hard look in the mirror has to happen. I feel like he's at that inflection point. I hope I'm wrong. I think he has a lot of value. I don't like how everyone just instantly goes to just talking shit now because he's had a great career. He's been an unbelievable player. And to answer your question specifically, I think it's a long road back for him as it currently stands.
He's coming off a loss to Vukic.
Yeah, I watched that match. It wasn't great. 6-6. It wasn't great. Who do you have in the 4th round here?
I have a very, very grudging Musetti. I like to watch him. He's a little more. How do I put this? How about Italian cheese terms? He's more. He's more Gorgonzola than Pecorino.
Great.
I wish he were a little tougher. I wish there were a little more edge to Musetti. Right,
so,
a little.
Techie Sean,
I need more Pecorino out of Musetti.
If someone would have said to you, yeah, that person's a little more Gorgonzola than Pecorino, what would you think that meant?
I would have no idea.
Would you say soft? Maybe soft versus hard.
That is like one of the most elevated.
Ruminative.
That's like one of the most elevated burns I've ever heard in my entire life. Like, if somebody hit me that on the playground about you're brie, bro.
My mind just went to like a room full of Italians going, oh, not Gorgonzola. Fuck.
I wish he were a little harder.
Can you believe he said that? That's so fucked up,
Mamma
man.
mia.
How could you? That's so fucked up. All right, next section, as this is just derailed. I have Lehechka through to the 3rd round. I have him playing Taylor Fritz. I have Fritz through to the quarters.
Concern about the Fritz knee? I do. But I have him too.
I do, but I have concerns about everyone there. Like, I don't know.
You know what? This is just sheerly observational, and I'd love for your take here. That a lot of times there's this chatter before these tournaments, and so-and-so cut their practice short, and someone looks like they have, and half the time it's accurate and the player is clearly compromised and they're just playing because it's a major, and they go in the interview room and say, if this were any other tournament, I never would have entered. And half the time these injuries that everybody's so concerned about vanish miraculously. And I find that there's very little predictive value of all this pre-tournament chatter about who's hurt. That's just observational.
What we're talking, so one, there's like 7 days in the year where you wake up and your body feels perfect. Like you wake up and it's like, oh, nothing really hurts at all. I feel nothing's tight. So I think the conversation we're having is trying to predict injuries versus something that's bothering you that you don't want to risk, right? Like Novak, if he has a little neck issue and needs to go to the chiropractor and do a little cracky Magoo, like do that. Why would you grind through that and make it worse, right? Like especially veterans. Like Fritz knows how to pace himself in a Grand Slam, knows how to play 5-setters, knows his form, has enough faith to where even if I don't have it, I can find it. Novak the same. So I don't know. I practiced less when I felt when I felt good about my tennis. I'll tell you that much. Like my warm-ups would be like 9 minutes long if I felt like I had it.
No, I mean, not to bring up Holger's interview one more time, but he did talk about that, right? Like feeling a little banged up in his hamstring, and then where in that calculation is it, right? Like he was feeling good, so he went to go play a couple extra tournaments that maybe weren't in his schedule.
Yeah, I mean,
this is different.
It's a fine line. Something that is chronic, like if it's hammy or the quad, and if you've traveled, like the difference with Holger's, he traveled from Shanghai, and then 2 days later was playing. Your body's just, there's no way to be a professional athlete when you're traveling across the world and you have like a day and a half for your body to like level set. I mean, think about how bad everyone feels when they go on vacation, right? Now add 12 hours to that, and then you have to beat a professional athlete when you're
But now at this point in the calendar, to John's point, right? Like at this point in the calendar, a lot of these like dings and
hurt
bang-ups
versus uncomfortable, I think is what we're but also we JW, this is a great, you're the perfect person for this. I don't remember in my career that the spotlight on practices. Like people would kind of cruise by, but it seems like they've opened the gates to the fans. There's a lot more eyeballs. Are we covering practices more than we ever have?
Yeah, and the short answer is yes. I mean, the tournaments, and that's great. I mean, this is a real value add for fans, but right now you can find the practice schedule, and I can, Novak's going out there on court 17 at 2:00. And then everyone is kind of doing this Zapruder film, like, oh, he grimaced. I noticed that he had trouble with the low ball. And a lot of times it's just bullshit. And these these sort of injuries and this scuttlebutt ends up amounting to nothing. That's just sort of observational. But yeah, I think practices are being scrutinized. And I don't know if it's social media. Practices are definitely being scrutinized more, don't you think?
I think so. I feel like I'm hearing about it more. The other thing to look out for, just if you're watching a practice, I don't know, like if Novak was playing practice sets with Musetti and he's 12 minutes in and bails, you're affecting someone else's practice. That is not planned. If he takes out a junior, someone in qualies, and their entire thing is like, hey, listen, I need to get my reps in. Do you want to go play with the greatest player ever? Great. If he's playing with like a practice partner, coach type, and leaves after 15 minutes, he may have just wanted those 15 minutes.
Oh, that's interesting.
If he's bailing against someone who's 20 in the world, who's also trying to prepare for a slam run, that you take more seriously. I'd book the court for an hour, but if I felt great and felt like I had practiced the thing I went out there to do, 30 minutes in, thank you, gone. See ya. So not in one report, I don't know that I saw who he was actually practicing with which is a huge context clue.
Wait, just to throw that, just to put a bow on that, just so fans know, sometimes, and you know this better than I do, I mean, sometimes you book a specific practice time with another player, whether it's simulating someone or whether it's, hey, we should go out and hit. Sometimes a tournament will provide it. I mean, the U.S. Open, half the Columbia tennis team is at the U.S. Open. It's much different when it's Lorenzo Sonego on the other side of the net than the 19-year-old freshman at Columbia who's just thrilled to be hitting some balls for 20 minutes.
So for an example, and then we'll move on with the rest of our draw show, but when I was 16, I remember I played the juniors, stayed in New York. We had to travel for like a team competition. And so I was basically on call. And so the USTA was like, we have this kid. I got to hit with Moya before his semifinal match. I got to hit with like all these pros. And we didn't always play sets, but they're like, Moya needs to hit for 25 minutes. I'm like, hell yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes. I'm in. I want to hit with all of these like superheroes. Like have to. So John's absolutely correct. Like you need to know who the person's practicing with too. He walked off after 32 minutes. He was scheduled for an hour. Yeah, because you got to book the fucking court for an hour if you want to play for 35 minutes. Like that's just the way it is. All right, who do you have you answered? Who do you have Fritz through, or you have Musetti through the quarters? You do.
No, I think you raise a good point, which is with a day off, but veteran players know how to pace themselves. I think that's a really good point. So I think whatever's bothering Fritz, I trust him to get through.
Before we move on, can we just hit on Wawrinka? You think he makes it through?
I think he wins a match. I think I gave the sentimental match. I don't know that he takes out Lehechka, but I hope he gets all the cheers. I hope everyone goes out and says, "Thanks a lot. You're the man, Stan." I think that'd be awesome. The old Stanislas. Okay, bottom, I have Menchik, Novak, quarters, all work backwards. Qualifier, Rafael Jodar, 19 years old, from Spain, is apparently a stud, one to watch. Qualifier on qualifier crime, I'll take him. I do not think he will beat Menchik. This is a tough one. Who do you have with Hurkacz and Zizou Bergs? I know you're going to say Hurkacz.
No, I'm not, because it's best of 5. But Hurkacz, I mean, danger day. That's a brutal draw. I mean, those are both two bona fide sleeper players. I worry about Hubie in a best of 5 format, and Bergs.
Have you seen his biceps?
He's a lot more in form
recently.
Yeah, seriously.
It's like it's like Garon's quads on his arms. I also I thought you were going to go the old Hubie there. I have Zizou Bergs also. I have Bergs going through to the 3rd round. I have Menchik beating Bergs. Any different?
No, I thought I could pick up some points on you there.
I thought
I like Bergs to beat Griegspoor in the Battle of the Low Country.
I do too. I have Nakashima through to the 3rd round, beating the Chucky Slayer Van de Zandschulp. I have RBA against Shang. I don't know if I totally agree. It feels like he might be running out of steam a little, finally. Nakashima, Novak. I have Novak through to the semis.
To the semis.
Because that's what he does.
Exactly. I mean, let's talk about data points. I mean, like, what are we doing?
I'll pick it till he stops.
I made that mistake where it's like, oh, I don't know if he's in shape. He hasn't looked good going in. And then he's in like the 3rd round. I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot. Like, I'm so stupid. I'm overthinking this. Your expertise, whatever your psychologist thing said.
I like, if I told you in a vacuum, if this were, I don't know, pick a tournament, right? If this were some random 500, even Indian Wells, and I said, Brandon Nakashima, whatever, 15 years Novak's junior is just going to have too much freshness and beat a 38-year-old man. It wouldn't sound that outrageous, but I don't know how you bet against. I mean, Novak's, the guy made the semis of all 4 majors last year. Why are we going to assume a different outcome now?
Yeah, I mean, and also
against Pedro Martinez of 1 point slam in the 1st round.
Yeah, I'm not even going to overthink that. I have Novak in the semis.
Who do you have playing in the 2nd round?
Yep. Terrence Atman. Remember what a lovely guy.
Dude, Atman was the semifinalist from Cincinnati last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
He's playing a qualifier.
To beat him.
Who do you think I'm taking?
The qualifier? You think so?
I'm sorry. Like, is Atman played great in 6 of their events that I'm not aware of? Like, what are we doing here?
He gave a boy who had his Pokemon card stolen some free Pokemon cards. So I think that gets him into the 2nd round.
It was a good story.
Sorry, I have Atman.
Atman then?
No.
All right. Stick with your quali. Stick with it.
I'm going quali. Atman, I will say, he came up and said hello at the U.S. Open last year. Super friendly dude. It was really nice. Congrats on Cincy, but I don't know. I'm going. I mean, qualifier and Italian. Italians win everything right now. Is this guy Gorgonzola or? Oh. All right, who do you have, JW?
He's a pecorino.
Ben Shelton has a tricky match. Moving on. No, I have Novak to beat Atman.
Yeah, you have Novak to beat. Oh, 2nd round. Jeez, I was like, what am I looking at here? Yeah. Do you have Menchik in the 4th round?
I did.
Or do you go Bergs?
We don't talk about Brandon Nakashima enough, just as a sidebar.
I do.
Yes,
I pick him like every tournament.
I have Menchik.
Nakashima is really good spot server, great backhand through the court, kind of has this roller derby forehand. Backhand to backhand with Novak, I love Nakashima's backhand, top 15, 20 on earth. And it's Novak going through. Ben Shelton, rough 1st round draw. Very tricky. And Humbert is he's very streaky, and he was still playing in Auckland, I think. One of the Adelaide, Auckland. So he has some matches coming in, which I like. I'm not going to choose against Ben. I have Ben through to the quarters. But that is a tricky, like, he gets a break. He plays quick. You're not going to get a lot of rhythm. Not an easy first round draw. And then I have Gael Monfils. Hopefully, I don't know if it's his last trip around the earth as a professional tennis player. I have Manarino. I have Vachereau. I have Ben versus Vachereau. Although tricky. One of those like matchups where Vachereau is like now on tour. Manarino second round is that's a like, okay, welcome to the tour. Let's see how you deal with this weird matchup.
Why the sudden departure from your wildcard strategy? From you think Vachereau beats Martin Dam, who qualified? Good for Martin Dam. By
Martin
the way.
Dam qualifying is great. It gets my fitness thing, my other theory. So Vachereau, one of the undersold parts of his win in Shanghai was that it was like playing on the sun that week. I think his fitness is very underrated. I think Dam, I don't know that he's been stress tested in a massive slam. I know he played the U.S. Open last year. I remember him playing Francis. I just don't question Vachereau's fitness on the heels of Shanghai at all, and that's what it is. And also qualifier versus someone who's top 30 versus qualifier who's against someone ranked 90 is very different.
No, we're all waiting to see. You said this in the fall. I mean, here's the guy who can't wait for the. He doesn't want an off season. This guy just wants to ride the momentum. So now, here we see him as a top 30 player, and Ben Shelton, I think gets through this pocket, but kind of a funky.
It's a rough
draw for him, right? It's right off the bat.
Not easy. Every step along the way. If it's Humbert, potentially Monfils, and him getting the crowd into it, Vachereau. Who do you have in the Shapovalov Rude section in the third round? Shapovalov back at 21.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I was gonna say that's kind of been a sneaky.
He was 142 in Dallas last year, and now is back 21 in the world.
It's not quite Wimbledon for Casper Ruud, but this is not an event where he's done great damage. I may go. You know what? We could have two one-handed backhands in the second round, by the way, if Altmaier beats Cilic. I'll take Dennis to get through.
Yeah, I have.
We love Casper Ruud. You think Casper?
I have Shapovalov. I have Cilic beating Altmaier on a quick court. Someone who's sneaky good on fast courts is Munar. A lot of people will see the Espana and just assume that he likes his socks dirty. With the clay,
beat Bublik at Wimbledon. Yeah,
Munar can play on fast courts. I'm just telling you. I have him in the third round against Shapovalov. I have Shapovalov in the fourth round against Ben. I have Ben in the quarters.
What about Ruud?
I have virtually
losing to
the
Munar.
same thing.
Upset special.
Yeah,
I
have virtually the exact same thing.
Okay. Sound the horn. School is back in. Mickelson over Hachinov. New rules.
I like that.
New rules. Can I get your take on Carmel, Indiana, as a fellow Indiana boy with the Bazavaretti, the old Choky Magoo signal? What was your take on that one? That was a tough one.
Note to players: know the scoring. You're talking about the qualifying. You're talking about poor Sebastian Offner of Austria, who thought he thought 7 points and you win a breaker. Go ahead.
So super breaker to 10 last set. He thought he only had to get to 7. Celebrated. Nishesh Bazavaretti from Carmel, Indiana, home of Raj Ram, came back, won, and then when he won, just made the Reggie Miller choke signal directly in the guy's face.
Like right at the net.
Like
it's an Indiana thing.
Yeah, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
It didn't sit well.
I'm
with
pretty
Andy.
sure Offner doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Like I don't. That's a rough one. And you don't want to judge someone on one action. That's one where someone needs to go. That's probably not the one, man.
That is the antithesis of Indiana too.
Well, not really. I mean, Reggie Miller, Tyrese Halliburton.
We've seen
He's an Indiana boy on Indiana Nights.
We've seen a couple of NBA gestures early in this tennis season that are probably people wish they could take back. Yeah, I mean, I feel awful for Sebastian Offner too. I mean, who among us can't imagine ourselves? You're locked into the match. You forget that there's this different super tiebreak scoring system. You must get to 10 points, of course, in a decisive set tiebreak. imagine what it does. I mean, it's, whatever. It's going to go viral. Perhaps you play the last 5 minutes of that match knowing, but also just as a matter of psychology, you have this mental finish line in your head.
Totally.
So someone says, hey, run this marathon, and you're great. And they say,
they add
actually,
2
we
miles.
fucked up. It's 2 more. Yeah, you got 2 more miles. We fucked that up. Can you keep going? You just imagine what it does to your mental accounting. And of Carmel, Indiana, and the Sheshbashov already who got into the main draw and won a match last year as well, I believe.
Yeah, lost to Novak in 4.
But that was not not cool.
That was not the one.
He's young. He'll learn. We won't hold it against him too much, but that's
So
one to do
you
over.
haven't beaten an Aussie going
I do.
through?
I have my qualifier special. I have him winning a match. I have him losing to Alex Mickelson. This next little section is really interesting to me, JW. Baez beat Fritz. He's still playing. Right. He's winning a bunch of matches. He's been a top 20 player. Plays Pechi Pericard. One is 5'4", the other one's 8'4", right? Like, it couldn't be more different. Darderi is really good, serves bombs. I was watching him yesterday against Giron. He was up above 140 a bunch. Who do you have in this little section? Do you have Mickelson to the third round?
I saw that as an upset pick, but I think Khachanov at a major is just a little extra gear of veteran. I'm tempted, but I can't pull the trigger. I have Baez, who's very solid and has gotten a lot better on hard courts. And I think Pericard is fun to watch, but is such a bad returner, you can't really pencil him in to do much anymore. Darderi for a 22nd seed, this is not a guy you hear much of. So commend him on a top 25 ranking without much of a profile. I like Baez. I like Khachanov to beat Baez.
Former Wimbledon quarterfinalist Christian Garin. Do you know who Nick Kyrgios beat to get to the Wimbledon final? Christian Garin in the quarterfinals, and then got a walkover from Rafa. But that's a rough section. I have Pechi Pericard going through. Beat Tommy Paul last week. Still playing in Auckland. Returning a little better, but like this one, we're gonna have 4 different answers from everyone participating, and they could all be right. Wouldn't shock me if Khachanov was there. Wouldn't shock me if Mickelson was there. Wouldn't shock me if Pericard was there. Wouldn't shock me if Baez was there. Wouldn't shock me if Darderi was there. Like this is, I don't know, and frankly, I don't think it matters.
Yeah,
Darth Sinner's down below. The biggest. This is gonna be. I hope this match happens. Hype central if we have a Fonseca Sinner night match in Australia.
Oh boy.
Do we have that one? I have Fonseca Nardi. I have the old Duckworth Sinner. I have Fonseca Sinner in the third round. Any different?
No. The asterisk Fonseca's back has drawn some chatter, but I think he gets by Connecticut's own former Texas star. In the first round. I mean, for everything going Sinner's way, right? I mean, he beat Carlos the last time they played, and he's the double defending champion here. And his draw, boy, he couldn't ask for much more than that. I don't see a lot of. I mean, to see him taking on some. What do you think?
The first 2 rounds, I think, are very comfortable. I think if you're Sinner, all you want to do is avoid people that have something that can bother you. So there can be really, really, really good players that don't have an elite skill to rip your head off with, right? Like Fonseca can rip the cover off the ball. He can make Jannik uncomfortable. I don't think he'll do it at scale. I think it's too early in his career. But if you're Jannik, and we just named all those players from above, right? The Khachanovs, the Mickelson, all those, you don't want to play Pechi Pericard because he has that like elite skill that can actually like take you out of it. So yeah, I don't think it's the hardest draw for most people, but for Sinner especially, all you just don't want anything weird, right? And Fonseca has this like weird amount of power on both sides. Pechi Pericard, is a strange matchup. All that to say, I have Sinner in the semis.
But playing Pechi
I have
Pericard and then
Pericard in the 4th round against Sinner.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, you sound like me.
I know.
You know what Roger said recently about Fonseca? He said that he reminds him of him.
Roger said that about
Fonseca.
Mm-hmm. I don't see that style-wise. But
I was going to say, do you see that?
Not really, but Roger would, I defer to, he obviously sees something.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just the easy
he
power.
He just needs to learn a little bit more about tennis, but yeah, he said.
Yeah. The variety is there. The elite ball striking and the movement, there's a reason we're all talking about him. But I don't know that he hits much chips. I don't know that he chips returns. I'd have to dig in on. I'd be curious to hear the extended reasoning for that from Roger. All right, I'm going to level set. I have Alcaraz. I have Demon in the quarters. I have Zverev in the quarters. I have Medi. I have Alcaraz, Medvedev, and I have Alcaraz in the final. JW, you had big news for us that you already said.
I think big news may have been a bit of an oversell. The big picture that we haven't even really talked about. Just to level set, we're at 8 straight majors won by one of 2 guys. Do we think someone else is going to breach the perimeter and penetrate the drawbridge and every other horrible cliche? Do we see anyone other than Sinner or Alcaraz winning a 9th straight?
Do you see any penetration?
Breaching of perimeter. Breaching perimeter.
Breaching the perimeter is who? Is it the surprise that you were going to tell us about?
No, I don't see.
Are we storming a castle, or are you going to pick Medvedev over Alcaraz again?
No, I'm picking Sinner beats Medvedev. But I think we shouldn't lose sight of the big picture here.
Medi in the final, he likes to take one big one, doesn't he? Likes to take a swing. I'm gonna go crazy, and I'm gonna take Alcaraz. I have Fritz, Novak. I have Novak in the semis. I have Sinner. I have Sinner to win the tournament. Sinner versus Ben. Anything different there, JW?
No. Little, but I have I have Novak to the semis again. I can't bet against him until proven otherwise. I think Medvedev gets in his licks against Alcaraz.
Wow.
I think Sinner wins another major here.
Well, I think biggest call, JW. I thought I was like, I'm going to take Medi to the semis. So suck on that, everyone. He's like, yeah, fuck that. I'd take it to the final.
If Medi wins this thing,
Medi's got you know what I also like? Like Medi's got a nice little trim.
Yeah.
He's got a nice little haircut. He looks clean. He looks like he's being friendly so far this year.
Didn't Fonseca buzz his hair too?
I don't think Medi's yelled at anyone yet this year.
He hasn't yet. He hasn't yet.
No.
The's still time.
Yeah, no, but he played a full tournament. I don't think he yelled at anyone.
What a great! Did you see his tweet the other day? What a great when he won the event instead of running out of cities.
Mike read it in the last show. Thanks for listening to that one, JW.
That made me laugh.
Anything
I've
else?
been traveling.
Anything else? Producer Mike, what do we got?
No, go to serve.bracket.tennis or go to servedpodcast.com. You can sign up. You guys can play along. Remember, we do a redraw halfway through because our picks are normally so horrible that we need to restart to reset the record straight. Bad. Go over, sign up for our newsletter, check out the merch store,
and
do all the fun stuff.
As with every Grand Slam, we will be here every day.
Yes.
Going
subscribe
through our quick serve.
So it drops into your inbox.
Yeah, subscribe so it drops into your inbox.
Yeah.
Totes. We will be here every day. When is it? It starts on Sunday, the time change. Anyway, whatever day it starts, we'll be here. We'll go on quick serve pretty much right as the night session is finishing. We'll tell you what happened. We'll tell you what we think is going to happen that day. JW, check in. Can't wait to hear from you on site down there.
We'll be here.
John, what's the first round match you want to see the most? Which one are you going to go see? What's in your calendar?
Well, I've got to see Jensen Brooksby beat Bublik, so I can get off to an early start on my points accumulation.
Mine's very easy.
Yeah,
very easy.
What's that?
It's obviously I want to see Moutet yell at Aussies.
Oh yeah,
against School Cake. That's what I want.
I do want to see. I'll be DVRing that one.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
All right. Take care, JW. Producer Mike. Good job. I like the points thing. Adds a nice little layer.
Good job, team. Good job.
I've been all over Producer Mike. He's like, we have a point system, but he wouldn't tell me about it. He's protecting secrets. Got to be honest, wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it would be. Thank you for watching Serve. We will see you a ton over the next couple weeks. Grand Slam season is here. AI is only as powerful as the platform it's built on. With the ServiceNow AI platform, your AI, data, and workflows all work together, connecting every corner of your business. To see how you can put AI to work for people, visit servicenow.com/AI-agents.